Let's start like this. Young ladies don't play fighting games.
I have heard that that is not even true. That they, in fact, actually do play fighting games in that anime.
Not only do they play fighting games in that anime, they play fighting games in general and tend to land top 8s in a lot of anime games in particular. It's kind of nuts.
I feel like it's almost like young ladies shouldn't play fighting games, like an almost like a Pride and Prejudice level of class.
They ought not
like
to.
Mr. Darcy would look at you with scorn if you tried to talk to him about throw loops.
So that is actually why it's called that. That's actually the reason why it's called that, is because it's set in a high school for ladies that are looking to become, like, you know, fancy, elite, you know, socialite, high class. So they oughtn't not to play these fighting games. In fact,
this is a genre for the lower classes,
and getting caught playing them might lead to expulsion, right?
Oh no.
Proper girls don't do that. And that's the running bit, you know. Proper young ladies don't FADC into Ultra One.
I feel like this entire concept could just be applied to like smoking cigarettes. And instead of like lab time, it would just be a long-term, like, how do I smoke cigarettes in the school bathroom without being caught? Death Note style nonsense.
For sure. Absolute degen shit going down with that you're not supposed to be up to. They got to hide that, right? So I've watched the first 3 episodes that came out, and I didn't read the manga, I didn't watch the live action adaptation. I was kind of waiting for this. I wanted this version.
This format.
Yes. So right off the bat, I'll say missed opportunity with the original title of the show, of the series, because it was originally called Good Games. Thanks, Good Games. Young ladies don't play fighting games, right? GGs.
Oh, I think right? The shortened title is actually much better.
So it works. It's the Japanese version is Tayari Deshita, and then, you know, the full thing, young ladies don't play fighting games. It does work. I do like the little thing of GG's being like the
I get it, but like Japan has like a deep love for like absolutely ridiculously long titles.
And I love a good solid title that's an elegant sentence, you know, or an elegant statement. Never seen it or read it or anything, but I do like things like a series of unfortunate events, you know,
right,
and things like that. There's a way to it, but it's either way, it's great. Fuck me, I goddamn love this show, dude.
Oh yeah,
I'm so in. Is so
it activating
good.
every neuron you got?
And I sat down knowing it was going to, because it's like, hey, look, the thing you already like, dude, it's about that, so you're obviously gonna like it. And I'm like, yes, I know. Yeah. So I'm walking in knowing that the hook is baited, but still, what are you gonna get for me? How am I gonna feel about this, even though I know that it's super tailored to my interests? And the answer is, it's fucking awesome. It's so good, dude. It's just like the exact everything is exactly what it appears to be on the surface, in terms of just like, you know, you're gonna get these strong character archetypes, and you're gonna play them off of FGC slang and isms, you know, and the contrast there is going to just sell these characters and how charming they are to you. But I love that it's unapologetic about it, and just straight up, like, again, because the terms and everything is cross-checked, there's a point at which I'm going, all right, I know that this is the you know, it's light Yuri sort of you know, shoujo romance and friendship, with the theme of fighting games on top of it. But in most cases, you're looking at this going, it's going to be a digestible version. So
it must be. It's mandatorily. So
we're going to, you know, like, we're going to just drop things down a little bit and make it it'll be the opening. It'll be the beginning of your introduction to this. And I'm sure that sometimes things that resemble like what's real to us, having played these games for a long time, will start to shine through. But overall, I'm expecting the appeal to be somewhat dumbed down. And the moment the first character starts playing a fighting game in the show, you see them ranked as a high master Street Fighter 6 player.
Okay.
And the thing they're doing is absolutely real, optimized, drive, rush, cancel, spend it all for the kill combos.
So what you're saying is some fucking nerds on this show. Some fucking nerds.
Shit. It is not dropping down to be like fighting games. It's doing that in the conversational moments. There's pop-ins to explain some of the terms, but what you're watching and what they're doing is real shit. There's a couple of moments where getting super technical, like they do in gameplay, there's a couple of decisions that are like, oh, you would know this is a fake a string here. You would know how to blow this up if you were this high ranked.
Right.
But also you can go like heat of the moment, you might make some wrong decisions. You know, there's these little things where even if you're this strong of a player or whatever the case is, you're fighting against somebody, especially in person, maybe you're nervous about that, and you might make some mistakes here and there. But like, it is absolutely legit with what you're watching in the matches unfolding, and the level they're starting at skill-wise is like pretty advanced. You know, you're talking like the characters are people who would make it out of their pools for sure.
Yeah,
you know,
that's interesting because like that doesn't leave, like in my mind anyway, it doesn't leave a whole lot of like ramp up for your story to go if you're already kind of starting near the fucking top.
But that's the magic, is that the journey is still so long, and individual players and their arcs and everything that happens there is so much to grow. You might not feel it, but when you're there, you will look up and go, oh my god, I have so much more to go. You know, the road behind you.
To me, like the ultimate finale of this would be to like travel overseas to the United States.
Sure,
to compete in something.
Well, I know that Evo Japan is like a prominent part of like the intro and some of the stuff you see branded wise. So I'm like, I know they go to a bracket, to a tournament at some point. But just to say that like it doesn't feel what you're saying, that feeling of like it doesn't feel like there's a lot of way to go. It's a fucking absolute desert heat haze where that's a curved horizon that it stretches far beyond, and you won't know until you're standing there how much further you have to go. And it looks like this is willing to get into the nitty gritty on that. So right off the bat, I thought it was really fun that it started there, but the characters and just, you know, all the little mannerisms, like I'm sure you've seen the panels of like the girl standing up going, let's fucking go,
yeah,
popping off, calling people scrubs.
I also saw a clip of one of the other girls like looking at one of the others going, is this girl a scrub?
Yeah. Oh no, is she a scrub? That's real, right? And I mean, I definitely don't want to give away some of the fun things that happen in the ways that the first 3 episodes unfold. It's really funny. But like the ways in which young proper ladies who secretly are fucking beasts at Street Fighter kind of keep that in check, and the way that they detect others potentially being into it is hilarious. It's super funny, right? Like the very, very first one is somebody peeks in and sees someone else playing, right? And I'll give that one away, where like she peeks in and sees another girl playing Street Fighter 6, and the angle she's at, she's playing with her stick, and like has a moment of going like, what the? And then she says like sto sixu, which is like the Japanese way of saying like Street Fighter 6. And then later on, there's a moment of like the character, the person who was playing is like, hold on a minute, I know you caught me playing, but when you looked into the room, you did not see the screen. You just saw me playing on an arcade stick, and I heard you say to yourself, SF6? So you play, right? That means you play, right? You're in here, right? You're one of us, right? And it's like, yeah, because anyone who didn't know walking in would see this arcade stick, hear the sounds of like a drive rush occurring, and just be like, what the fuck is happening here?
You know, that makes me wonder if you, given videos of only people's hands with no sound effects other than stick clacks, could determine what fighting game someone is playing.
Okay. My power level is high, but I don't think I could pare it down to the exact game. What I can probably pare it down to is the series. So if someone's playing Tekken versus KOF
I could tell
versus
you
Street Fighter,
which fucking guys playing fucking Tekken.
that'd be very easy. You'd be able to tell like very
hear
quickly.
that horrible clicking noise.
No, even if
off the stick.
even with no noises, just looking at hand positioning, right, or certain anime games, you'd be able to you'd be able to tell. But yeah, sure, if I'm looking at your hands and I'm looking at you doing inputs and then quickly tapping medium punch and medium kick and tapping forward, I know you're playing Street Fighter 4, right? I'd look for something like that. I'd look for a hallmark like that. If I see you hitting heavy and heavy punches and heavy kick, tapping and or you know, these little tells in the universal system, then yes, that'd be a big hint.
Someone in the chat points out you'd be able to tell, anyone would be able to tell if you're playing Virtua Fighter because they'd only be using these three fucking fingers.
Exactly. Or again, Tekken fingers, tapping the four buttons, you know? For sure. So there's tells like that, 1,000,000%. But like there's some where you just might not be able to tell. Like KOF between one or to the other, you might not know which version of a KOF game you're playing, especially seeing a quarter circle forward, half circle back input.
It's like 25 fucking KOF games, right?
Yeah,
like, there's a lot.
So that gets harder, you know, and such. But you know, that's one bit of it. Or, you know, if you're looking at a Guilty Gear game, like yeah, that too. Like if you're seeing someone Roman cancel and then like dash forward, or you know, or so it could, that like you could be looking at Strive as opposed to one of the older games. But in any case, that is a really fun aspect of the game, of the show, and the lingo is, yes, like certified, and like it makes it 1,000,000 times better to hear the, you know, again, using the words like scrubs. Like they're using cringe a bunch too. It feels like the script was written yesterday, but like it works for the subject material like really well.
I'm sure they updated some of that
for sure over time. And when it gets into the little moments of like, you know, when you zoom in on a JoJo fight and it's like, oh, but did you know that when this person does this, the range of their stand will, you know, so you get into those little like or Hunter explanation moments, right? So
oh my god, Hunter has like entire episodes that are like, come to class. There's like a very specific episode before a tournament where the fucking show just sits you down and goes through like a PowerPoint presentation about how fucking Nen works, and it's completely ridiculous.
Yeah, so like they have moments like that in this where you know, just because you're meeting other people and you're like, oh shit, you play too, and you have that energy, doesn't mean you know how to, it doesn't mean that you're already good at it. So like,
yeah, that's true,
you know,
true.
So there's definitely that like aura into the exposure of getting revealing how bad you are at the game. And then when they go into the lab and start talking about like what to do in training and stuff, and you know, they'll take a second to be like, okay, so let's work on this problem that you're having, and they get into it and make it like a point for a character. And it's just it's really great. It's really great. It shows you one facet, you know, of that. And then you also get these other things where, you know, in the meantime, the main characters are just running the set, right, going fucking first to death on it. And the level of intensity is that you almost forget to do winner stays on, you know. And like I'm like, oh yeah, been there before. There's two main characters here tonight and they want to play and hog the sticks more than anyone else, you know. And you got to make room for other people to play as well. It's all these little fun things that are just lore accurate, and it's just charming as hell. So yeah, really great start, and I'm fucking in. I'm in, and like it's obvious, but it makes me feel happy to watch. it is a joy to watch and go, the thing.
I liked it.
Leo.
Yeah.
Right? That's it. I know exactly what it's doing to me, and I'm enjoying it as it's doing it.
It's like if How It's Made came out with a fucking episode on how to build commuter trains, there'd be a significant portion of people that would just be like, those are the two things. I love those things. Those are the two things.
Yeah, straight up. But and to be fair, like the you know, when the cute girls are doing cool shit and having a good time, like it doesn't have to be my interest, because I also got the fuck into the better parts of Uma Musume because it was just objectively awesome, right? So it's just, when I see myself on the operating table, I can see that my brain is cut open and I can see them poking the toast button, you know, as I'm watching the show, and I was like, yeah, she's an 09er. And then, you know, we don't know what happened in the Street Fighter V era, but it makes sense that she'd be playing that and then playing 6 now. Oh yeah, you only play online, you've never played an offline. Okay, yeah. And I feel I'm feeling the brain pokes happening.
It's nice to be like completely in on the subject chosen. So like, there's some horse racing addicts out there, and if they are also into anime and princess managers, the idea that like your decades of mentally ill horse racing knowledge is being surfaced to you in a format you already like
that must have scratched so many itches. Exactly. And even just like the videos where they like, I'm gonna go ask my old grandpa who was way big into Japanese horse racing, you know, to guess the characters based on their designs, and they show the old man a couple of Uma Musume designs, and he's like, oh yeah, Tiamopra, oh I remember her, you know, and then and just talking about the rider as well that was involved and all this stuff. It's like it's pretty impressive, but you scratch that itch and it fucking activates you. Anyway, so that's really great. Big recommend on that. Whether you love or do not care about FGs, give it a shot and see if you like it.